Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, or mothers who are working in mom and dad's place. So kudos to you too. All right, so we are using this Gina K stamp, and or stamp set, I should say. I need to get that one more time, just so it gets dark around the edges. Right there. I smeared it. Oh well, it doesn't matter because guess what? Through the magic of YouTube, I have one cut out. So I will deal with that monstrosity later. I don't know where to put this now. Um, so this is the set, by the way, and it's called Wonderful World by Gina K Designs, and it comes with these dies, and it's a really nice set. I've never used it before, so I'm using it today. Yeah, I didn't put it back on there so you can't see it very well, but this is like a bundle of flowers, and there's some really cool stuff you can do with that. So I stamped out one of those too. We may try that, we may not, I don't know. I might just wait for another video. But anyway, so this is the world here. You've got the globe. It does have a die cut for that as well. And then it's got a die cut for this little piece if you want to do that. So, all right, next up, we are going to use our cloud stencil from MFT, and I think it's just called cloud stencil. I don't know. That's what we're calling it. And honestly, I hardly ever clean my cloud stencil just because it's always blue. Like, what else am I going to use it for? Like, well, I guess you maybe could do some kind of sunset clouds or something, but honestly, they're usually blue. So, I'm filming this on Father's Day. Running behind because yesterday we found out that my father has COVID, and so I was somewhat of a mess. And you guys know how that scares me and things, and with his already health issues and stuff like that. And but anyway, I was planning on having all day to make his card yesterday because I wasn't like going anywhere or doing anything, and But anyway, so he did the little home test, and apparently you can get more of those like free from the same government website if you haven't. And to be honest, I didn't really have too much faith, I guess, in the home type kits. I don't know, but his lit right up. So so I told him, I was like, you need to go to the doctor like right now. And but it was a Saturday, so he was, I mean, he was feeling okay. He was just having like a scratchy throat, and honestly, I left like the air conditioner and things on, and that gets to him, and so I should have like turned that off before I left. And anyway, he just didn't get up and turn it off, and so anyway, he just thought that bothers him because a lot of times it does. The air really gets to him, and it does to me too as well. Actually, usually me with it's like a fan, but all right. So I'll put that aside, and so first of all, if you have any good energy or healing energy or whatever, please send him some love and light out there. It does really worry me. Y'all know how I feel about him. He is like my world, and that's actually a lot different blue, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll make it work. Find a marker. I thought I had one laying here. So, anyway, he went to like a Med Express place, and they only called him in some coughing pills or something, and 'cause he was coughing some. They said his lungs looked good and things, at least, so that was wonderful. And he had a little bit of a stuffy nose, and that's so far about it. And so I thought they would put him on that, I can't think of the name of it, but the medicine that you have to take for, like, your first, like, within your first 5 day symptoms. There's one that does, like, for 5 and one for 7. But anyway, they said it would have to come from his regular doctor, so we called them, and it being, of course, on a Saturday, got an answering service, and so they said they would have the doctor contact him, and they never did. So I don't know, but hang on just a second, y'all. So the doctor never called or anything. So I told him to call back again today and just say, why didn't the doctor contact me? Whatever, I need something called in. And a lot of times they'll give you like a Z-Pack, like an antibiotic or something too, but they didn't give me anything. So, but anyway, so then that guy who was just pretty much answering service put him on hold and must have asked the doctor or something. I don't know. But so they said, well, it's their policy that they don't call anything in for people. I don't know if they said ever or like just the weekend, or I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, whatever, it's not happening right now. So hopefully Monday morning he can do either a phone visit or go. I mean, he is feeling better, so maybe he won't need it. I don't know. He's still got the cough and the runny nose, and not a horrible cough. Like, I'm like, I cough all the time. Mine tends to come from the blood pressure medicine that I take. Apparently it makes you cough. But his is like, like more of a cough. I don't know what you call it. But, anyway, right now I'll say that, and now I need a drink. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know, I'm dropping stuff off at the door to him, and, it's a mess, y'all. It's just, I don't know, I'm just worried. I just want it to all be better. Y'all know how I was about, now I'm coughing. I'm gonna jinx myself. Getting it myself or whatever, and how careful I've been, and cleanliness, and I mask up like you wouldn't believe. And but anyway, you know what, I don't know yet. Hang on, let's see what we're gonna do first. And he did really, really good for a long time, and then he his girlfriend, ugh, gross, can't stand that. But anyway, it's a whole nother story. Do I set that on top of there? I think I put it on top. Do I put it right up against it? I think. Well, let me measure this out so I'll know what to put there. Anyway, I think since she's been making him get out more, and and he does enjoy going to church and things like that, and they're the only two in masks. He does make her mask up at least, so that's something. But okay, so I am just gonna go ahead and put this down. But you just can't be too careful. And nobody else in the place wears a mask, so it's like, I don't know if it's even helping anything. Who knows anymore? But he went to my little cousin's birthday party as well. He sits away from them. He, had his mask on about part of the time. It was outdoors, but still, like, you don't know anymore. You don't, and the numbers are kind of creeping back up. People think it's over and done, I know, but it's not. But anyway, he is my world, and I wanted him to know that today. So I'm making him this card, and I just want him and his little world to be okay. Because if he is not okay, I am not okay. And yeah, anyway. That pretty much sums that up, right? I think I'm just going to glue this on. So, but like I said, his symptoms have been mild so far. I hope they stay that way. Luckily, I had gone to the store, which you guys know I'm kind of a prepper, whatever, anyway. So I've got a lot of, we could survive. I mean, there's plenty of stuff. But, luckily, I had just gone to the store, like, the day before I found out or whatever. So, had plenty of fresh stuff and that kind of thing. All my stuff, I swear, everything clogs, y'all, everything. Okay. Who is texting me? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put glue on it. I'd like it to be a little bit raised, but I don't know if I have puffy tape thin enough for that, or if it would really hold. So, but anyway, he did not. We'd planned on going out to dinner and things. Whoops! Oh my gosh, I'm clumsy. But you know, that's not happening. So I was going to go get dinner. Luckily, I still don't have it or anything, and but he doesn't want me to like go around anybody in case or anything. And so I've taken a couple of home tests, and so far it's negative, not having any symptoms or anything. So that's good. But and it's so strange. Like it's all out the window as far as like normally I'm. How am I gonna put that? Maybe like that. I need a little space to put Dad. Like right in there. Okay, that'll work. Get my dollar store puffy tape. There is a fly in here. Oh, my dog holds the door open all the time, and I swear I have to chase at least one fly a day. He drives me bonkers. But anyway, so I was going to pick up something, but like I said, he, of course, doesn't want me to go out or be around anybody or anything. So, and I, you know, I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, so I'm not. But anyway, but heck, he's going to, like I told him, basically, according to the new guidelines and all that stuff, he'll be off quarantine himself tomorrow. Or no, maybe it's Tuesday morning. I think it's Tuesday morning. But, I mean, I don't understand that. I still believe in the at least 14 days you should isolate and all that, which, you know, he will definitely do longer. I don't know if he'll do the full 14, but, oh, I needed to stamp on that first. Oh goodness. Oh. You get to talking, y'all, and you do crazy stuff. Hopefully I have just enough pressure right there to put Dad. But what I am going to do is I'll go ahead and put it in the MISTI, which is my absolute favorite tool in the entire world for stamping. It doesn't have to be a MISTI, but if you don't have like a stamping platform that you can stick your stamps on, I think there's Tim Holtz makes one and all kinds of different ones. They are so worth it. Like, I would never have believed like how much it has changed my life. No, it's like a big old dirty spot with glue. Goodness gracious. It's whatever. That's the way the week is going. Okay. So, if it'll let go of my fingers, just want it right there. And then you just push it down that thing catches it. And normally, if you don't have puffy tape on it, it'll stamp nicely. This, I guess we'll see. Okay, it's good, it's good. And while I'm at it, I'll just do the regular sentiment here. So, you mean the world to me. And they've got several little sentiments in there that, I mean, this could be for anybody too, not just a father, but I just included Dad since they had that in there. But I definitely want him to know how much he means to me, especially right now. So, okay, and see, just like I didn't get it stamped quite well with this, like it can take care of that and you don't have to move it. You know, you just put your magnets up here, it holds it in place, and I don't know how many times, even with the little clear blocks, I've stamped and I've not stamped well, or if I have a big stamp, those were super hard to stamp back in the day. So, okay, so I think we're good. I wasn't going to add, these are my favorite sparkle things. These are Moonshine Confetti by Simon Says Stamp, and they're flat, so I really like that about it. But since I got a big old glue thing over there, I think I'm going to add some. And honestly, hey, who can't use a little bit of sparkle right now? So that's where I want the big one. Right there. That little thing, I don't know where my tweezers are. Here's some. I don't want the largest size, but the next largest size. I have a little thing that picks it up, but it just doesn't work very well either, honestly. So I just chase them around with these sometimes, or I just try to get it on my finger and hope for the best. And then I will smush it in there with the tweezers. Alright, so one there, one about that same size, roughly, which of course, nope, there's one. There. Yesterday was so crazy. There was a trampoline that had blown in our yard from the neighbors the night before. We had a huge windstorm. And my fiance and I had gone out, and I knew it was going to rain. Well, actually, I didn't even know it was going to rain until I left. But then I heard about it, so I was like, well, let me take my umbrella. I didn't know it was like a major storm. It reminded me of, you know how the Golden Girls, if anybody ever watches the Golden Girls, or I used to all the time. I never see them on anymore, but anyway, like they're hurricane-looking storms and the palm trees are blowing and all that. Well, in my case, it was mountains, but the trees were like, oh my goodness, it was crazy looking, like, whew. Anyway, I don't know, sometimes I get off-kiltered with the stickles here, not stickles, but the sequins, whatever they are. And like I want them to not look like two here, you know, I want them to be off-centered, but then I get them and it's like crazy looking, and so I just keep adding. And so that's what we're going to do, just keep adding. Anyway, so our ride, or whatever, our day trip, got held up by a giant tree in the road to start with, and we had no cell signal, so I was kind of, you know, I like to always check on my father on just a good day, not like when he's sick necessarily, but just with all the mobility issues and all that, and so I don't like to be out of cell signal, but so we were stuck there, and I didn't want him to worry, and, you know, anyway, alright, I think I'm going to stop with that. Maybe one more right there. Anyway, so we got held up by the big tree, and then we sat there a while, and then my boyfriend, he's like, oh, I know another road, and I'm like, we don't need to be taking some weirdo back road. that, you know, could have more trees down, whatever. Um, at this time, like, they're never going to clean that. So, because I live out in the sticks, right? So, but anyway, but we did. So, and it took us like an extra hour to get to where we were going because it was like a road that was like, and we had to go 5 miles an hour because there were like sticks all over the road, and it was crazy. But anyway, so there is the awesome dad card, and he definitely means the world to me. So let me show you the other one here. Okay. So it cuts out this cool flower, or flower bouquet, I guess. You just kind of do it on there the same way. It's like, let's sort of, I don't think I'm going to go into coloring it all completely right now, but fix that down just a little bit more. Helps a lot. So anyway, so that took us like an extra hour. Well, that's not going to work because I need something behind that. Now, that looks a little too plain back here, but I could try to do something to that. But anyway, you get the effect anyway. And so anyway, we finally got to our destination and whatever, and that was fine. And then that's that night my father called me and said that there's a giant trampoline in the yard. So, and then the next day, so we were taking care of that, and the neighbor's son came over to sort of get it, and let's see, and then the COVID thing happened, and then let's see what else. Oh, there was. I only have crazy things, right? There was a pig. So I see this guy like out my driveway, and I'm thinking he's kind of from down the road, and I I don't like he's not somebody that comes by. So I went outside. I was like, "How's it going?" And so he's like he just points, and he's like, "There's a pig." And I said, "What?" And so there's this giant, like 150-pound pig running around in my driveway, and my dogs are barking and going nuts. And he's like, "I don't know whose it is." I'm like, "Well, it looks pretty well fed." And maybe it's bigger than that. I don't know. And but anyway, so finally the pig, like, he hides a little bit under my father's truck, and he just hangs out for a little bit, and then eventually he just takes off up the road. And I think we know the guys who it is. I don't have his phone number or anything, or I'd give him a call, but normally I'd ride up there, but since I had, maybe been around Dad, and I don't know, so I didn't want to like expose anybody, but so I don't know. Anyway, I hope he's going home because he was headed up the hill, and that's where the house is that I think it might possibly be. But I live kind of in a neighborhood that we just, you don't see livestock here. But it was interesting. So, I don't know. But anyway, we did get the trampoline out. That was nice. And I guess all is sort of well, as long as my dad keeps getting better and everything's good, then everything's good. So I just wanted to show you a couple of these sentiments here. So you could put, "You mean the world to me," or "You're the best blank in the world." So it's got dad, brother, mom, sister, son, wife, husband. I like this one too. "The world is a better place because you're in it," and "A world of thanks." So I'm going to make up a couple more of these probably off camera, and I will let you know how it goes. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and like I said, hope you guys are doing well, staying healthy. Remember, this is a real thing. Please mask up. But I know, personal choice, all that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, it's your health, your life. But think about it. But anyway, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.